Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 1 in a series between Foggy and 120. 120 spawning as the red Undead over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Foggy has spawned as the yellow Night Elf. Night Elf versus Undead in this 1v1. Game 1 taking place here on Echo Isle. Echo Isle, a map that all of you guys probably know and love already as things do get underway. A little bit of a flashback, this game was taken from the TWI, the Ting Invitational tournament back in, I guess, late 2016 now. I'm still going through some of these replays, casting them. And for everyone out there who was wondering why I switched between 16:9 and, well, 4:3 aspect ratio, the reason is because, well, the game here is actually played on a different client than the BattleNet client, and the replays don't play on your normal WarCraft 3 client. So I cannot change this to the 16:9 aspect ratio as many of you guys like. So, well, you guys have black bars on the side. Anyways, what's going to be unfolding here as we are looking at a Demon Hunter going up against a Death Knight. No big surprise, and ghouls will be out. The Tomb of Relics is already underway, and there is no early scouting coming in from either side. Actually, I take it back. No, a Wisp is already now scouting, coming across from Foggy, and we'll see what Foggy finds out in this matchup with this early Wisp. Coming back across here, Archer gonna be popping out. Ancient of War will be uprooting, and, well, that Ogre Warrior and the two Forest Troll Berserkers will be dealing a little bit, or Forest Troll Trappers, I believe, will be doing a bit of damage and doing target practice on an Ancient of War. Back across over here, you can take a look. Death Knight is still coming around. There's a Wisp and some very strong Ziggurat placement to prevent any harassment. One of the benefits of this particular map... Yep, the Wisp is hiding right off over here. Thank you, Arya. It is MLK Day in California, or in the US, and I am, well, babysitting my daughter here as the Demon Hunter has picked up a Circlet of Nobility and has now moved his way across the map. Alright, I believe she wants to say hi one more time. Alright, there you go. Death Knight now picking up Gloves of Haste. He has sold his Scroll of Town Portal. A little bit of an interesting move there, but he does want the Dust of Appearance and that Rod of Necromancy. We can see a Wisp has been ensnared right there. I believe a detonation is in order. There it goes, as the Demon Hunter wants to go after the Ghoul. However, it probably does not want to venture in too far, as the Unholy Aura is going to allow that Ghoul to have faster movement speed and better regeneration, especially while on Blight. Archer now trying to, well, perhaps get away once more, taking a bit of damage. Demon Hunter coming in with a slash there. Death Knight trying to path in front of that Archer, and if that Archer wanted to, could have ventured north slightly and, well, aggroed those units there. Instead, it looks as though the Death Knight and the Ghouls are just not going to be going after that Archer, as the Demon Hunter is in position. Alright, Archers are in plentiful position here. Foggy opting to go for 3 Archers. That is actually 1 or 2 more Archers than I'm used to seeing in this particular matchup, as we can see that the Ghouls are going to be, well, the Ghouls are going to be forced to retreat. Archers, are they going to heal? Yes, they are. There's the Demon Hunter getting in some damage. There's some Wisp coming across as well, and the Archers will be able to shadow meld if necessary and prevent a bit of damage. Demon Hunter, oh, yep, Demon Hunter going after the Ghouls now. And yep, there is a sheep right there as the Demon Hunter going after these units here. Alright, Ghoul trying to head back his way. 120 is taking a lot of damage on these Ghouls, but so far no units lost. Very strong control. Okay, I'm going to turn my secondary monitor over so that my daughter can see. Alright, Demon Hunter is now completely surrounded, down to 88 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? Down to 52, 43, as he now runs back off to the north. This is going to be a little bit scary here. The Archers are not going to have the necessary, well, damage prevention, as the Hunter's Hall now being constructed. Archers now heading back off to the north. Demon Hunter needs those Moonwells and uses them rather quickly. Meanwhile, back to... Yep, there are Wisp hiding in the trees all over the place. Excuse me, back into this game now. Demon Hunter going to clear out that Null, pick up a Tome of Agility, get an additional point of damage. and now venture back off to the north as the Demon Hunter needs to push back this Death Knight. Archers are right there. Wisp are just moving around every which way as the Archer needs to get out of that very, very sticky situation. It does get taken down, so 120 finally getting the killing blow that he's been wanting for quite some time. Archer almost gets surrounded there as the Archers are still trying to sneak off every which way. There is a one lone ghoul here. That ghoul should be taking some damage from the Archers, as with one Archer down, the damage potential from Foggy's army is now significantly less. Tree of Ages is now out onto the field. This is going to be a bit of a problem as it is able to get in some occasional hits onto these units. Demon Hunter still fighting, and this home field advantage with those Moonwells making it extremely difficult for any damage to really stick onto these units. Breath of Fire gets a unit down as the Demon Hunter may be able to get another ghoul. That ghoul extremely low on hit points, but the Death Knight getting into harm's way. And that Unholy Aura, a very good combination to get that ghoul back to safety.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, another ghoul going after someone. All right, Panda. All right. Arya, please. Demon Hunter now coming across back to the center point. Death Knight back in the center as the Panda looks to get a little bit of experience. He does have one ghoul kill so far split between them as the Ancient of War is in position to absorb a bit of damage here at the mercenary camp. Death Knight, however, lying in wait but with no death coils, will have a significantly difficult time trying to, well, nope, never mind, to do any steals. Now with a death coil, he has a ranged way of dealing 100 points of damage. Lightning shield out on the unit as the Forest Troll Berserker now getting that damage. There is a mana burn there. Death Knight causing a bit of problems as the Death Knight now tries to get away down to 225 as he is going to continue to get pushed back here once more. All right, Forest Troll Berserker could end up taking more damage again. The creeps now looking to join in on the fight, and this is just a rather strange engagement so far as another mana burn does come into play. Death Knight is looking for an easy death coil kill, but has not found it as of yet, and now with only 400 hit points, is going to have some serious problems. Death Knight now looking to back up here as the Lich is now joining in on the fight. Lich with that ranged attack, going to be very, very powerful. Does not have the Orb of Corruption as of yet, but does have Claws of Attack +6 and Gloves of Haste, so he will be able to launch those attacks rather quickly. Slow Poison now coming down, slowing that Lich a bit more. Death Knight may need to use a Death Coil to heal up that Lich if push comes to shove. The Slow Poison causing problems, but the Demon Hunter does not have Boots of Speed and will not be able to catch back up. Foggy now looking to finish clearing up this creep camp as 120 was unable to stop this attempt earlier. The Kobold Geomancer was relatively low on mana, but as we're going to see, he is going to go ahead and turn back and start attacking once more. Demon Hunter in the center portion of the map. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It looks as though the Lich was able to aggro the creeps, spread them around as we now see obsidian statues joining the army of 120. We are, I'm not quite sure what tier that is. I believe that is Black Citadel, as the Death Knight is still wandering around. Do we see? Yes, Orb of Corruption is on the Lich, hence it is Black Citadel. That is a tier 3 item from the Tomb of Relics, as the Ogre Magi does get taken down. Scroll of the Beast has been left behind, and we'll see if that will be used. Tome of Strength also picked up as well, as the Lich is still comfortably sitting at level 1, but with a very dangerous +11 attack and a faster attack speed. Forest Troll Trapper is going to get finished off here. The bear is sitting at, Adept Training does have Rejuvenation, as there are 2 bears now currently out on the field. Ancient of War still wandering around in the center portion of the map, and where are all these units going to be traveling to next? Death Knight now heading back off to the north. You see all of those ghouls, Naga Sea Witch, fulfilling the trifecta of the Undead army in this Night Elf versus Undead matchup. Death Knight hoping to catch a bit of Creepjack, but instead runs straight on into this army here. Perhaps he'll just pull these units back and make sure his back is not facing the Night Elf army, so any potential Creepjack is a bit nullified, since, well, the creeps would naturally be in the way. All right, Panda's now going to be coming across. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? No, it does not look that way at all. Lich is still comfortably sitting strong, and as it looks, Murloc gets taken down, and the Lich is just shy of level 2 by 3 experience. as he will not be getting Dark Ritual just quite yet. Panda at level 2, Demon Hunter at level 3. I believe the Death Knight is still sitting at 2. So it is a 2-1-1 versus a 3-2 right now. But we are at tier 3 as we look as the skeletal minion. Oh, could have been taken down. Not quite sure why it wasn't. No real follow-up there, as it still sits off in this position here. Meanwhile, Bears are still looking to get that final bit of training, and it hasn't even been started yet. Or did it just finish right as I was switching back up? All right, Foggy now just finishing that mastery training in the time it took me to click on a bear and click on that Ancient of Lore. We can see the gargantuan sea turtle here ending up falling, as it will just drop a powerful item but not give a higher level to the Panda or the Demon Hunter. Panda, however, the only hero there, got a lot of experience as we now look at the Demon Hunter picking up a potion of invisibility. Yep, and there is a Wisp right off over there scouting out that location. Destroyer now out on the field. And this is one of those situations where if the Destroyer actually randomly decided to devour magic, if the Demon Hunter was inside that range, he would end up being revealed. It would remove that invisibility buff, and that could potentially be a problem. The chances of that happening, though, are extremely, extremely low. Very difficult to find where that Demon Hunter is, but he does have an Orb of Venom and will be able to slice down the Destroyer if necessary. No shades as of yet either, so no real true shite. Oh, there is a sacrificial pit in play, so maybe there is a shade wandering around, but I still don't see it as of yet, as the Lich is sitting at 2 and the Naga Sea Witch now at 2 as well. Alright, you look at a manual of health, think to yourself, that'd be good to read, but my daughter says that you should read that book, but she watches my cast too much apparently, as the Lich is just continuing to engage here. Destroyer easily devouring magic right there. The Demon Hunter lying in wait, ready to go, as the Panda is going to be going after this. There is another Devour magic there, and now going to start engaging onto the some of the units in the back. The Destroyer right here, is it going to get the killing blow? It might have got the killing blow there. Devour magic again, and that Destroyer is now pretty much at maximum mana. That is rather scary. Staff of Preservation saving the unit as the Demon Hunter runs nearby, trying to get a Scroll of Town Portal off, and all the units do end up heading back home. But a big, big win for 120 there, as Foggy forced to retreat. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter, level 3, almost level 4 on the Panda. Meanwhile, Death Knight, Lich, and Naga Sea Witch is now at a 3-3-2. That Naga Sea Witch getting ever so close to level 3. That is going to be a significant issue here, as 120 is gathering up the remaining units for his close to 80 supply army. Frostworm is going to be coming out from that boneyard here in just a moment. Hippogriffs now being trained up. Yeah, many hippogriffs being added, and all from a single Ancient of Wind. And this is rather scary. You're going to have 5 hippogriffs in the air to try and combat the Destroyers and the Frostworms, but are you really going to be able to do that much, especially if the Crypt Fiends are able to web down those hippogriffs? They're going to be pretty much removed instantaneously and taken out of that fight. There is nothing really in that front line that can deal with those Crypt Fiends, since, well, the Destroyer and the Frostworm is going to pretty much slow down the units before they can get into position here. Alright, double claws of attack of +9, plus an Orb of Venom, and I don't know quite sure how he was attacked there, but let's see what's going to be the follow-up play here. 56 over 70 supply. We should really be getting more ancient or more Crypt Fiends as well. Being so trained up on hippogriffs, is it going to really matter? As there are currently 3 Crypt Fiends. All right, we'll see here in just a moment. Our 2 remaining hippogriffs. Oh, Drunken Haze. Are we going to see the Breath of Fire? There's the Breath of Fire. There's 3 hippogriffs quickly down, as the units are now still trying to engage back and forth. All right, Bears up in that front line. Drunken Haze still slowing down many of those ghouls as both sides continue to fight. Dryads getting torn apart by those Crypt Fiends, as another Hippogriff is joining out on the fight. It looks like the web is still on cooldown. No, 2 of them come back out, as you see a very low hit point. Yeah, Frostworm now taken down as well. Demon Hunter finishes off. There's another Breath of Fire, getting some damage across once more, but the Hippogriffs need to finish off that last destroyer if there is any chance whatsoever. Potion of invulnerability, rejuvenation. Are we gonna get a Devour Magic? No Devour Magic there, as we are looking at a 40 over 70 supply compared to 62 over 70. Very big advantage there. Let's take a look at the total population. 62 over 70 compared to 70 over 70 right now. But there is a bit of a chase. I'm not quite sure what he really expects or hopes to do here, as you see a quick web taking down that Hippogriff. And without that Hippogriff, all of a sudden the Frostworm and the Destroyer are just that much more powerful. Potion of invulnerability not used. Staff of preservation used instead. Units are in a frantic retreat to try and get back. 120 with a 22 supply advantage, but still holding that potion of invulnerability, at least for now. We are 15 minutes and 40 seconds into this game. A Hippogriff now joining back in on the fight. They have 2-0 upgrades, but the army size just seems far too small by Foggy to really deal with the level advantage and army advantage that 120 currently has. Short of a catastrophic mistake by 120, I cannot see how Foggy can take this game. The Crypt Fiend right now, 2 Crypt Fiends able to easily web down that Hippogriff and then pretty much get free experience off of the kill. Dryads are in position. They should be poking apart these ghouls as the Crypt Fiends are now in position. There's one web down, another web down as well. Quickly finishing off the Hippogriff. The Hippogriff now down. Demon Hunter in position. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now being used. 7 seconds of invulnerability, but will it be enough? One unit was taken down. Not quite sure what it was. There's the Hippogriff is now once again webbed. Demon Hunter very low on hit points. Now trying to fight back up or regenerate, but that is not going to be enough. 120 easily taking game number 1, winning in both the hero and army categories. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.